Hey guys, Jano Zero, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land, whatever part of the world that you are in. We're going to sit down and have a little bit of a mid-morning coffee break with you guys. Holy crap. Ugh, love my coffee, man. Some questions and just a little bit of a kind of a visit. Uh, some people want to know why I do this at the beginning of my videos. I don't know, man. It's just something that's just my thing. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, what to do with my hands whenever I'm doing, my introduction and my greeting to everybody. So I just kind of throw my hands up and hope it works. I don't. My blessing, I guess. My sister Gravy, she says I consider that my hillbilly blessing when I do that. So I'm not quite sure why I do it. I just, that's just my thing. I don't. It's what I do, I guess. So I know that's probably a stupid answer, but it just is what it is. I'm not quite sure why I do it, but there you have it. Well, what's going on in the world, man? There's all kinds of stuff going on in the world. The world is a crazy, crazy place nowadays. I see that they've got an Ebola case in New York City now. I really hope they keep this stuff contained. And who knows what's really going on? I mean, who knows what's really happening? I don't. I'm not, in the know, so to speak, of what's happening in the world. I'm just a dude like everybody else. Unless you're a dudette, then I'm just, regular folks. All we can do is just keep an eye on it, man. I mean, that's the way I look at it. Is all I can do is keep an eye on it and make sure that I am, as ready as I can be for, my family in case, something happens and it becomes an outbreak or something like that, to where we can, maybe hold up or just do the best we can. So I don't know. I mean, I wish I had some words of wisdom for everybody on how to make sure that Ebola doesn't get you. But I really, at this point right now, there's a few cases here and there, but I just don't see one a big outbreak coming. And if it does turn out to be a big outbreak, then it's going to be because they purposely let it go or something like that. And who really knows what's going on? All I can do is all I can do. All I can do is just try to make sure that I'm as ready as I can be for to be in the house for a few months. And we pretty much keep ourselves at that point to where if we didn't have to leave the hill for a few months, we wouldn't have to. So just something to keep an eye on. What else is going on in the world? Elections. We got elections here in the United States coming up very soon. Please vote. That's our power as citizenry. Is the power of voting. Doesn't matter. Vote your conscience. Vote your heart. What you think is right, and for the person that you think can do the job the best, the way that the job is supposed to be done. And that's all. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. I'm not going to tell you who I vote for. None of that kind of stuff. I don't vote Democrat. I don't vote Republican. I don't vote any specific party. I vote American, which to me means I vote for the person that I think can do whatever job the best, the way that it's supposed to be done according to our Constitution. So that's me personally. So I just want to remind everybody it is an election year. I have already voted via absentee ballot. I applied for an absentee ballot so that I don't have to leave the house or go to a polling place and wait in line while I have Lupita there, because she gets real nervous around lots of people like that. So I vote absentee ballot, and I have already voted and sent mine back in. So quick reminder on the election year. The canning lids thing. I right now at this point am not really all that concerned about any kind of changes that they've made as far as the Ball and the Kerr canning lids go. My style of canning and my purpose for canning is not to can something to put it on the shelf for 10 or 15 or 20 years. That's not me. My purpose and reason for canning is during the summer and the fall, when we have harvesting going on, which is whether it's harvesting the garden or harvesting animals for meat, so on and so forth. We preserve that harvest so that we can use it through the winter and the springtime while we're waiting on the next garden to grow and the next hunting season to come in. So I never, I mean, I've got a few things that I got from Ma Keeney up on the ridge that she had canned, 15, 16 years ago. But the stuff that I can, we rotate through it. Very seldom do I have something that I have canned that's over a year old. I'm just not, and I don't even have any of the Tatler lids. I know people are starting to switch over to Tatler lids, but I don't have them. I've never used them. I am by no means an authority on any kind of lidiology or any of that kind of crap. I know what I use, and I know that the reason that I use them for. I very, very seldom will can something for any kind of a long-term storage item. The stuff that I'm going to store as a long-term item, I will dehydrate and then vacuum seal it up and store it in Mylar and buckets and stuff like that. That's the stuff that I store for long-term, and it's usually items like sugar and flour and beans and rice and some pastas and stuff like that. Everything else is stuff that we get from the garden when we make tomato sauce or we make salsa or we can meat. That's stuff that we just put out on the front of our shelves of our pantry that we rotate through, and then and we usually will have used them within the first few months of them being canned. We rotate through the stuff. So that's like I say, I'm not and I'm not trying to make anybody mad. I'm not trying to discount anybody. I'm not trying to discourage anybody from switching their canning style. I mean, do what whatever you think is right, then do what you think is right, man. I'm just letting you know. I've had the people ask me about this canning lid thing, and as it stands right now, just because something says that it's not going to be safe for 20 years, well, that doesn't concern me because I don't keep canned stuff for 20 years. I don't ever can anything with the intention of having it on the shelf for more than a year. And if it's on the shelf for more than a year, then we will use it for something. Just because we need to make more shelf space because we're going to be canning more stuff, and we just kind of keep it all rotated through. That's just my style. That's our purpose for canning stuff. So, and there's probably going to be somebody who doesn't like that, but it just is what it is. I'm not. I'm just stating my opinion and my reasonings why I do things. Not saying don't, do the Tatler lid thing. I mean, I don't know. They could be the greatest thing since sliced bread, but I've never used them, so I couldn't tell you. I don't have an opinion on them because I've never ever used them. I know there's a lot of people out there who do use them and use them very successfully and just love them to death, and that's wonderful. Me, right now, I'm not going to change anything that I do. I'm just not going to change anything that I do. If I do have issues in the future with things only lasting a couple of weeks, then I will definitely let everybody know. Excuse me. Definitely let everybody know, and we'll go from there. So, somebody noticed that I don't have my e-cigarette in my pocket anymore, and that is true. It is because I've fallen off the wagon. I started smoking again. Nicotine addiction is a bitch, man. It is hard to kick. I'm not going to say that I'm ashamed of myself for failing in my attempt to quit. I've tried to quit several times before, and it's just a hard thing to do. I will give it another attempt at some point here in the future whenever I feel ready to again. But as it stands right now, I am once again a smoker, and man, it's rough. It's really rough trying to quit. I've quit a lot of things from the past, but this nicotine and this cigarette addiction is the hardest thing that I have ever tried to put on the shelf and do without. So there you have it. I don't have my e-cigarette in my pocket anymore because I fell off the wagon, and I'm smoking again right now. So I will, like I say, I'm not a quitter when it comes to trying to quit. I'll get up again. This is one of them points to where life kicks you in the butt and you fall down. You just got to get back up, dust yourself off, and keep on trucking. So keep on doing what the best that you can. I try not to get down on myself whenever I don't accomplish something or whenever I fail at something, just because why do that to yourself? You're doing the best you can. Then just get right back up and keep on going. There's been several times when life has knocked me down, and there's been several times when other dudes have knocked me down, and my beautiful smile. Anyway, okay. But you just got to keep, you got to keep trucking, man. You got to keep looking forward to the future. You got to not get down on yourself. You got to not sit around and complain and, oh, woe is me. I started smoking again and I quit and I suck so bad. No. Like, okay, well, all right, now's just not the time. I will try it again soon, and hopefully I'll know, now I know a little more about what to expect when I try to quit. and I'll be a little more prepared, and I'll kick it in the. Eventually I will kick its ass, but right now I didn't. So I will try again at some point. So there you have it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get back after it. We're in the fall. We're going to, we're starting to really get serious about the wood pile. I've been, sick there for a while. I didn't feel well, and the wood pile got really, really small. And they almost kicked me off the creek because my wood pile was so small. So I got to get on it and make it a big wood pile so that I can be, once again, a respectable hill folk. And but other than that, we've not really doing a whole lot of interesting stuff. We tore some pallets down for kindling and firewood, and we built some shelves and stuff. And if you guys want to see the shelves I built, I'll show you. But it's nothing spectacular. It's just, wood like this that's screwed to wood like this. And we made them out of pallets, and it's a shelf. It's pretty basic. I figured that would be a boring as crap video, so I didn't make a video about it. But you guys let me know what you want to see, and I'll do the best I can to get it back out there. And I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Every time I see a new view on one of my videos, it makes me feel good, and I really hope that that I can help some folks and do my part to make the world a little bit of a better place. Anyway, so you guys, thank you very much. Y'all have a great day. Y'all enjoy your coffee or teas and stuff, whatever you crazy kids are into nowadays. God bless. In the end. Buzz, the end.